Hello, my name is Abrahamson. I'm a learning scientist with an appointment at University of California at Berkeley, and I'd like to say a few words about my poster towards the gathering at the beginning of May in Boulder as part of the HCR organization. So I have a photograph of myself playing the cello, and under that the URL of my lab, which is edrl.berkeley.edu, and EDRL stands for the Embodied Design Research Laboratory. My networks are generally folks interested in embodiment theory, paradigm shift in the cognitive sciences, and more specifically those at the interaction of embodiment with technological design for education, and usually around mathematics education research. My questions, number one, is how does multimodal interaction work in mediating enskillment? So when one person is teaching another person to move in a new way, how exactly is that achieved? And my second question, which is kind of related, it's a variation on that, is what are the relations between sensory motor activity, perception, and action in teaching and learning mathematics? So below my questions are two boxes. In one I put what we call embodied design, and I wrote there, building instrumented fields of promoted action. Students first learn to move in new ways, then describe their movements mathematically. And the second box I'm calling, as of the other day, everybody. And the question is, how can we reach 1 billion students? Transforming folk epistemological beliefs about math to reclaim enactment as conceptual grounding. On the right panel of my poster are 4 images. The top right, you see a child, actually my daughter many years ago, manipulating cursors on a screen. Her left hand is manipulating one cursor going up and down on the left, and her right hand manipulating another cursor on the right. And this is our mathematics imagery trainer for proportion. Below that you see an image of me holding her arms while she is learning to move in a new way. And below that is me pointing to various features on the screen which will enable her to mathematize the new movements she has learned to enact. And finally below that is a picture from our tablet app of the mathematics imagery trainer. Very much looking forward to meeting you all in Boulder in May.
Hi, my name is Sofia Tancredi. I live in Berkeley, California, and you can find me online at erl.berkeley.edu/people/Sofia-Tancredi, or on Twitter at Sofia Sensory. I'm a doctoral candidate at UC Berkeley and San Francisco State University, and I'm part of multiple communities, including the learning sciences, special education, and cognitive science. A few questions of interest in my research are: how do our diverse ways and histories of sensing matter for learning? And how do sensory experiences offered by instructional designs shape both learners' physiological and affective states and their ways of thinking? One of my current projects, Balanced Board Math, looks at using the ways children fidget as a resource for exploring math concepts with a focus on thinking with the vestibular sense, that is, the sense of balance. I'm also part of the team that's working on the Quad Teletangible device, an inclusive instructional tool for learning geometry that flexibly spans digital and tangible interactions. A few key terms that frame my research are embodied cognition and disability, neurodiversity and stemming, and multimodal learning analytics. And I'd love to speak more about any of these with you. Looking forward to meeting you in Boulder.